think we are live, sir. Yeah. What's going on, beautiful people? Let me gather myself, please. Let me go back to the we started screen. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm joking. It's a joke. LOL. What are y'all doing? Since we're streaming, let's let it build up a little bit, and then I'll start recording for the podcast. So, hey, this is actually the first time y'all get me uh exclusive to the ones that just listen online. Let's see if we don't lose sound this week. Like, that was frustrating. I mean, you know what was frustrating about it? That by the time I found out, it was too late. Like, I didn't go nothing back. Like, I was like, I couldn't even think of anything. All right, let's get this popping. Let me bring in the music. Y'all can listen to the music this time. Because it's my music. I'm allowed to play what's mine, I think. We'll find out, because if YouTube says no. She said let's go. See, I caught it this time. My bad. Hey. I know my podcast is just like, what are you talking about? What's going on, beautiful people? My name is Kasabian Lavoe. Welcome to the Kasabian Lavoe Show. I mean, since it's a fucked up show, we just gonna start it fucked up. And oh shit, I can't cuss on YouTube. You see? Well, there goes the monetizing. My name is Kasabian Lavoe. Welcome to the Kasabian Lavoe Show. What you was just listening to was Kasabian Lavoe. That's off my album No Sleep 3. Head over to klavoe.com and check this out. Check that out. It's that day. You know what? Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna sip my coffee. How y'all doing? Y'all good? Are you good? If you're watching the live stream, and thank you for those who said that I lost audio loss last time. I appreciate you. I really want to start the show back because I hate having a shitty intro. And that's just not how we roll where when we do the show. So I'm just gonna redo the whole intro. That's how I'm feeling today. It's okay. It's okay. Watch. It's Kasabian. Kasabian Lavoe. What's going on, beautiful people? My name is Kasabian Lavoe. Welcome to the Kasabian Lavoe Show. What you just heard was Kasabian Lavoe. Head over to klavoe.com. And that's No Sleep 3 Nightmares. Take a listen, stream. Y'all know that's how we eat. Stream, download, purchase, share, tell somebody about the music. Welcome to episode 129. I have to start trying to be a little more organized when we start the show. So this is episode 129. Shout out to all our sponsors. Shout out to Cookies because they keep me elevated and they keep me stress free. We do apologize for last week's. Look, y'all see that? I'm so excited. Like, hold up. I'm going to take a picture and put it on Instagram because I like my little thingy. Pause. Get little thingy. Look. Hold up. I know, right? Y'all going to be like, yo, what is he doing? I just wanted to do that. I really did. Hey, guys. So, I've talked about Popple. And I want to talk about some new stuff that Popple's doing. It's called Popple Pro. And if you don't know what Popple is this little reader right here. See if I get it in the light. Boom. I got the black ones. I like black. It's very elegant. But if you tap it on your phone, look, tap it to the top of it, right. Un- there it is. See that right there? It popped up. Boom. Hit that. Let me face unlock it. Welcome to Popple. See that? That's me. I don't know why it's so blurry. Unblur. All right, so what's Popple? Popple is basically your new business card. In the post-corona world where you can't hand out business cards and talk to people, this is a perfect remedy for that. They get all your information, they get all your social medias, and all they got to do is tap it on their phones. If you have an Android phone, tap it more towards the middle. I always get that confused when I meet people. But being a real estate agent and being, I guess an influencer. I don't like that word, but just being a real estate agent and being someone that's in entertainment and in sales, it's good to be able to get my information to the person as quick as I possibly can. Popple's the way to do it. And as a business person, I want to help other business people and other entrepreneurs out. So use Kasabian Lavoe at checkout and save yourself 20%. You see, I'm all about the small businesses. And if this saves you money, you got to think. If you buy business cards, they cost you probably $20 for 1,000 to 500 cards, right? Yeah, how many people going to throw them on the ground? How many people going to look and then put it down? It's just a waste of money. You buy one popple, two popples, three popples, and you get as many popples as you need. But guess what? It taps their phone. They're going to hit Instagram. They're going to be curious. They might send you an email. They might even reach out. They might even text. I mean, it's easier to get a lead, especially when somebody has their phone in their hand. And look at my new case. Just want to show off my new case. I think my new case is pretty fucking dope. It's totally cute. It's so, totally cute. I don't know why the little guy, that's cool, right? I know. Hey, for the people that are listening to the podcast, head over to YouTube, the Kasabian Lavoe TV, and that's where you guys get to watch what we do. Again, head over to Popple, popl.co. Use Kasabian Lavoe at checkout, save 20%, and make sure you let them know that I sent you, because that makes the show look better and whatnot. Because we build our relationship with our brands. So let me say something. Why? What? Where? Who? Beyond Meat. Can you do me a favor? Just one. I'm not even asking for much. All I want to know is this. If you don't want meat on anything, right? If you're a vegan and you're over meat, don't make fucking mierdita bolita like that you put on everything that you call meat. Just let it go. Let it go. Stop it. If you don't want meat on your pizza, do yourself the favor and just go get a cheese pizza. Just buy cheese. Stop making up chemicals. And Kevin Hart got to cut that shit out. He just goes and he fucks with everything and anything. That shit is corny. Cut it out. That is disgusting. If you don't want meat on your pizza, please just don't make fake meat. Just don't eat meat. Don't eat meat. What is the point of eating little cardboards and shit like that? I'm going to be looking at my phone because we don't have our board set up. So my topics aren't in front of me. But Beyond Meat, that's fucking disgusting. Y'all gotta cut that shit out. If y'all want to be vegans, I understand that. I'm not here to change your dietary choices. All I'm saying is that stop making up made up shit. I'm not gonna get bacon and make it look like lettuce. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna get a steak and make it look like whatever, asparagus or some shit. Okay? I'm not with that. That shit is strange to me. And the Kevin Hart stand-up, can we all be honest? Them shit was mids. Shit, maybe even some stress. Let's just be 1,000. It wasn't the best. And you know what? I love Kevin. I just think the movie Funny People by Adam Sandler is so fucking reminiscent to the Kevin Hart story. Go watch Funny People by Adam Sandler. And I'm going to start shouting out other podcasts. I listen to a lot of podcasts. And I heard somebody say that podcasts is dominated by white people and shit. And I was so confused because I'm Spanish and a black podcast put me on. So I don't know if you heard when I first started and I said the millions. I was like, millions? Fuck you mean millions? You just gonna skip the thousands? We gonna have a guest on and we gonna talk with a working woman. And there's some stories that I cannot wait for y'all to hear because it's gonna be super duper duper scooper duper dope. If you are a hip hop fan at all, then this weekend was probably a dope moment for you if you are a millennial that grew up in the 2000s hip hop, right? We missed the 90s and we caught the early 2000s. If you knew anything about Jeezy and Gucci Man's beef, that shit was crazy. Like that whole story was nuts, and everything's alleged. I mean, Gucci went to court and he beat the case, but basically, some chick tried to set him up. They go back to their house. He's supposed to fuck or some shit like this, and the boys was gambling, and then they try to rob him. He flips the table, boop, 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 boop. Somebody gets murdered. The person that was murdered was one of Young Jeezy's people, and damn, I'm drawing a blank over the word I'm supposed to use because I'm not supposed to say. Oh, allegedly, Young Jeezy was one that paid these people to do something to Gucci, to kill Gucci for $10,000, and Gucci took care of that. So there's a DVD. I know a DVD. Look how old I am, right? So there's a DVD called Beef, Smack Beef, or something. No, it's just Beef. Beef by Quincy Jones' son, Quincy Q3. Beef had that whole story, like that whole breakdown of Gucci and Jeezy, because Gucci was on there talking crazy shit. And shit, at the time, he was beefing with T.I. too. Like, T.I., as tough as he want to play today, bro, T.I. got punched in the face by Little Flip. He ran down Little Flip's neighborhood. He thought he was going to go shit on Little Flip, and Flip showed up and bust his ass. So, look, that's on that Beef DVD too. See, back, we didn't have the internet. So, like, everything was really happening in the streets, and then, like, it collectively came to us on DVD. But look into that so you understand this story and why them having the verses was so dope. So, Jeezy, in my eyes, makes better music. He's a better musician. And that's not to shit on Gucci. So, please understand that when I compliment somebody, I'm not taking away from somebody else, right? That's just stupid to always do that with shit. But people love to assume that because you're speaking well on somebody, you're shitting on the other. I'm not. But Jeezy makes better music in my eyes. I think Jeezy's voice is very unique. I think he knows how to write a good song, and he's had very good production his entire career because he had a major deal, and it was in their best interest that his music came out good. On top of making good music, honestly, he's a great artist. I think he's great, and we're gonna get into his demeanor in a minute. Gucci, on the other hand, is more. He's so free with his music that you can't help but love him. Like, he's not gonna be the most technical rapper. He really isn't. But what he is a good artist and a good performer. Like, he puts on such a fucking show. Like, his music is dope because it's as real as it gets. It's free. When you hear a musician that's free, it's a good feeling. And it makes you really fall in love with it, and you have a cult following and almost an infatuation with it. Now, Jeezy had the same shit. Jeezy, I remember you used to get in trouble for wearing the t-shirts. You had to stop snitching t-shirts. They had the Jeezy Snowman. That's when bootlegging was crazy, bro. The fake G Unit shirts, the fake Sean John shits, the Gino Green globes. Bro, I still got a Gino Green globe. I think I do in my closet somewhere. If I find my Gino Green globe, I'll put that shit on, bro. That's nuts. That shit was like a 444 XL, came down to my knees, yo, crazy. But Jeezy got some street cred because when you saw that snowman, you thought of cocaine, and that type of shit was frowned upon in the school system. So kids and shit was getting in trouble for them shirts, which is dope. That's a huge impact. I mean, around that same time is when DJ Drama went to jail for other fucking mixtapes. He had a Fed case. He had to fight against all the labels. I mean, he really went to jail behind music. It was a crazy time in the music. So to see these two people going at it was fucking awesome. What I saw in Gucci was a person that has made it through everything and he made it. Like, he's completely put himself in a position where he's a boss, and without Gucci, we don't have so many people. I mean, there's no QC, and the QC umbrella is huge. Lil Yachty, Migos, City Girls, who else? Fucking, they got every Little Baby. They got every fucking artist you could imagine. I think Nas without Gucci, Waka Flocka without Gucci. Like, Gucci was that motherfucking, that person that really, really, really made people come together. And unfortunately, you never saw that with Jeezy. Like, Jeezy never went back to the hood and like did songs with nobody. Jeezy was too Hollywood, bro. Jeezy was too big label wise. But Gucci, I mean, Gucci put together so many fucking deals in the background that honestly, he's top 10 for that shit. But it's not spoken on. But back to the battle. Jeezy won musically. Jeezy lost overall. His demeanor is that of a person that just has too much money and is enjoying life. And then when he Jeezy's not street no more, right? which it happens. Pinky out. Mm. Jeezy ain't street no more, and it's obvious that he couldn't handle Gucci's aggression because, unfortunately, he's still there. You know, I I could relate to both. I had a point in time in my life where you have so much money and you put yourself in rooms where that aggression is frowned upon, and I would hide it and I would be timid with it and I would just be quiet because silence was my biggest strength in situations that I was cornered in. So uh, playing timid and shit, people think they could talk to you a certain way, and I would play nice because I was trying to get in the door to a lot of things, and I got tired of it. Like, I'm standing right in front of you, and your body language is speaking just so fucking small of me. Like, I can see how you're moving and you think you got me. And I snapped one day. I had a meeting with these fucking two assholes that wanted me to put together a furniture list from my store, excuse me, for their fucking cockamamie Airbnb business that they were about to put together, right? And I fucked with one of the dudes pretty heavy, so I trust him, and I put together a light list and sent it his way. Now, I should have charged for that list. I didn't know that at the time. I should have charged. What he did was use my list, and then he basically went at another fucking store and he used my list and hustled prices back and forth with them. So that was my fault. Chalk it up to the game. But then he hit me again. See, I realized what happened. Then he hit me again. He thought he had me again. And that was around the time that I stopped wearing suits. And I said, I don't give a fuck. You gonna take me how you take me, or I'm not dealing with nobody. Like, come to the office. Hey, man, you think you put together? I said, hey, you got 5 minutes, so you better fucking talk real nice to me. And another list is going to cost you $25K cash. And I want it today, or I'm not putting anything together. 4 minutes, and you better fucking say something slick. Mind you, I'm in a hoodie and some jeans. And he's like, oh, do we have a problem? I was like, no, you're wasting my time. So if you don't feel like my time is valuable, then what the fuck are we talking about? You have 3 minutes. And last time I came, I brought you information and you didn't compensate me for that information. So unless I'm compensated for what I bring you, don't expect much of me. 2 minutes. Oh, man, so what we wanted to do, 1 minute. All right, man, you didn't say anything I gave a fuck about. I got up and left. Boy was stuck. Boy's a bum. Boy found out that his wife had a boyfriend and he's single now. Needless to say that we ain't the same. Different levels to this shit. He fell on his face. I got a queen. I'm good. He fell on his motherfucking face. You shouldn't play people, man. But like I said, I went from being a very timid business person to being aggressive again. And that's what I see in Gucci, right? Gucci fell, rock bottom, came out, became a boss. He elevated. He came in there dressed in a dapper way. And you got to appreciate that in hip hop, we can still see both versions of what music was, is, and then where it's going. And honestly, I'm not mad at Jezzy for wearing the fucking jersey. I'm not mad at Gucci for ODing on his dope ass shit. But, Mama Salum Dab. But, I don't think Jezzy or Gucci, I don't think either of them had like an idea of what the plan was for dress code. And when I say dress code, I mean like, I don't think they sat down and said, hey man, let's do like an old school outfit, or let's do let's dress like, like gentlemen and handle this shit like gentlemen. But either way, phenomenal from both of them. I'm proud of what I saw. I was very excited. I had goosebumps when they did Icy together. I got goosebumps for real. Gilbert said it's not good, so I don't want to show it off too much. But I got this from Essence. It's pretty good. I like this little... Oh, yeah, Luca Seahorse. Y'all need to sponsor us and send us a bunch of these, man. I need to put everybody on. Oh, man. But that was great. I got goosebumps, and I was very excited to watch that. What else do we have? Gender roles. I really wanted to talk about gender roles. I keep on hearing this, and I don't know if it's like a young people thing or if it's just like I don't understand what a gender role is. Like, I don't think there's no certain job you should do in the home or in a relationship because of gender. Like, I wash clothes, I clean dishes, I cook food, I clean, I watch my fucking babies, I clean my babies, I change diapers, I go to the store, I shop. Like, I do everything, and my wife does everything. Like, I don't understand what what a gender role is. Like, what, stay in the kitchen because you a woman and because you a man, you supposed to do this and do that. Well, I mean, to be honest with you, most of these young boys can't do shit. Like, there was no father in the home to teach them how to do things. So I think the idea of a gender role is just women have gotten fed up, and it's a very deceiving thing to say too. Gender role, like, that's an assumption. Like, if you're in a relationship, do you assume that? That's why it confuses me. Like, I really wanted to understand it because, like, how does that even come about? Like, hey, you're gonna do all the cleaning, all the cooking, and I'm just gonna sit my ass around here. Like, that's weird. To me, that's the difference between conservatism and this whole socialist Democrat shit, right? That the people that bust their ass are taking, like, all the blunt force of every single thing that happens only because they're successful for working hard. Like, that's weird to me. Like, being successful because I worked hard should not make me a bad person. Neither should it make you a bad person. And I don't think because you're a woman or a female that you should have to clean or have to cook. So the idea of a gender role, like, I really want to know where that started, because it just feels like everything is becoming so divisive just to create these types of issues. And, like, what a great thing to do, right? Have an issue in the home. That's always great, right? Let's fucking split up the home by saying, hey, ladies, do you feel like you're fucking being forced to do shit? And that's just nasty. That shit is nasty as fuck. What else we got? Yo, okay, so the In-N-Out Burger in Colorado Springs opened up. There was people in line for 12 hours for In-N-Out. I've heard so many. Look, I'm very well traveled, and I thank God for that. My grandparents and my career, that I've been able to travel and do things that a lot of people haven't done. So when I say I've had White Castles in New York, I've had White Castles Ohio, I've had Roscoe's in LA, I've had fucking In-N-Out here in Vegas, In-N-Out in Cali, Chick-fil-A in New York, Chick-fil-A here. You know what I'm saying? Like, traveled. But people usually shit on In-N-Out Burger. And I'm a huge fan. I love In-N-Out Burger. Me and my grandmother would go to In-N-Out every Sunday and have a burger and fries. And it was like the best fucking time of my life. And I never forget it. And I've always liked the way they make their fries. I think their burgers are great. I'm not going to talk about their meat, pause. But I think their meat tastes good. And it's just good. It's a short menu. They get right to it. They've perfected what they do. Like, how can you complain? Like, there's not 40 fucking things to pick from. There's a secret menu and there's what you see. Guinness World Record 2005, somebody asked for 100 by 100. I'm not going to tell you who that somebody was or who the group of somebodies was, but just so you know, it was a class of 2005 Votech. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. And after that, they stopped letting you build your own animal style anything, because you could ask for any, like, 4x4, 6x6, 8x8. They cut that shit out. We asked for 100 by 100. It was fucking ridiculous. It looked like cancer. It was so much fucking meat and cheese and grease, and fuck that whole thing up. It was a good day. It was a real good day. Okay. Who really watches the Versus thing? I appreciate the Versus thing. Oh, another thing I wanted to do is I wanted to shout out other podcasts that I listen to. Is I listen to a lot of podcasts because as a musician, and let me explain why I think Black Story always helps a lot of things. I listen to a lot of podcasts because I make music. So I don't want to listen to your music and then be influenced by you and change my style or, copy something you did or feel like I'm not being creative because I'm biting. And it's human nature. You listen to something long enough, it'll stick. So I listen to talk radio. And those little shapes, they don't make any sense to me, and I'm not gonna fucking change how I roll. I read decent enough to get by in life. I'm not stupid and no man, like, I can figure it out. But I think I spend more time trying to read than reading and being able to, maintain all the information. So I prefer Audible. My first book was an Audible book. I wrote it though, like, it was all written. I have a notebook. The whole shit was written, and then I read the whole thing and put it out. But that's my reason for why I listen to talk radio and why I listen to podcasts. Joe Budden's podcast, fucking huge fan. I love the Joe Budden podcast with Rory and Maul. I just found a new one on Instagram. It was When Boredom Strikes, and it's these two Puerto Rican kids, and they're telling jokes with each other. They're on every 2 weeks. I wish I had more information, but I'm definitely gonna tag them, let them know that I talked about them. I think we should help each other more in situations like this. Like, there's no need to hate, man. There's something for everybody. You know, imagine if Fox sat around just talking shit about ABC and CBS all day. You wouldn't make no money. So go check out When Boredom Strikes. They're fucking hilarious, and they're Latino. So, you know, I gotta hold it down for my Spanish folks. And go check out, you know, the Buttons podcast. Dope as shit. Drink Champs. Dope as shit. $1 million worth of game. Dope as shit. Star. I watch Star on YouTube. I love Star. Star is fucking awesome. Joe Rogan Experience, awesome. Tim Dillon, awesome. I used to listen to Deezus and Mero, but they did that Showtime shit, and I'm off of it. Breakfast Club is not a podcast. That's just the Breakfast Club. That doesn't count to me, but I do listen to them. I listen to Rush. I listen to Rush's podcast when I miss his show. I wanted to know if everybody, or if anybody was really into the whole battle thing, if they cared about Game and 50. They're talking about having a battle. And they're actually working together they're putting together a TV series that's based on what happened with them and their legal issues with the whole shooting and whatnot. And it's actually going to come from the police reports and from the descriptions of the police. So it's a different angle and a different view on what happened between them at the whole Hot 97 shit and whatnot. But that's dope to see 50 and Game working together. They are iconic, and this is going to be a big deal. This is a big one. I'd love to see them battle. I don't know who could battle 50 and honestly feel like they're going to get, you know, any stripes off of him. And the conversation still lingers, right? Is 50, or does 50's 12 million sales make him the best ever? Or an artist like Rick Ross who can do 1 million each record 9 times, 10 times? Like, who's the better artist? The one that's consistently selling 1 million, or the one that's sold an outrageous amount of fucking units that'll never, ever, ever happen again? I don't know. The older I get, you know, I start to think that I lean towards the Rick Ross thing. I do. I really do. I think 50 was an anomaly. I think it was amazing. I think timing, you know, you strike the iron while it's hot, and it worked. And we'll never see that again. So 50 Cent will forever go down as a GOAT. But I don't think he's no better than someone that's consistently getting 1 million plus. That's just my opinion. So Nevada's on pause for 3 weeks. And I told myself if we went back on lockdown, I would do something extreme. And the extreme thing was that I would go live every day and we keep going. I'm gonna provide content every day and give you guys as much information as I can what's going on. Bear with me. I don't know if I could do every day. So this is going to be new. But I'm going to tell you right now, because we're on pause, there's really no other way for me to make money. I've lost another real estate client, and, you know, streaming and doing things of this nature where we can get our name out there. It helps with business. So, you know, if I find somebody that's looking for a home here in Las Vegas or anywhere in the world, I can help you. And then as far as my podcast goes, you know, sponsors and whatnot, they keep the lights on, and donations or whatever. We always ask, hit up that Kasabian Lavoe Cash App, donate. It's Vegas, man. It's a tipping town. We're supposed to tip. So we are on pause. They want us to wear masks in our home, and they want us to minimize how many people are in our homes, and it's just crazy. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. Today's day 1 of Las Vegas pause. Tomorrow I'll come on and we'll talk more about what's going on. But until then, my name is Kasabian Lavoe. Don't live in the past, live in the moment. And I hope you guys enjoyed this today. Like, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for listening. Thank you for bearing with me with this crazy streaming. A couple people here today, so they're helping out, which is it's a little bit easier when you know, I do bring people along. Bear with me. Just bear with me, please, because I mean, we having fun. We just started. We really just started. And I hope that one day we can come back and look, and it's just like funny that we see where we've gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think Oprah was just like Oprah at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So to my millions and millions of people out there listening, live in the moment. Don't live in the past.